All right, everyone. Well, I've gotten a bunch of questions about how to make a TU6 Unbreakable build. Um, so I put a really simple one together. It is great for the raid. It's definitely more than you need. It has a lot of hazard protection. You can pretty much face tank, to a degree, as long as you're hitting headshots. It's overall a very solid, easy to build raid build. So I'll just get right into it. Doesn't have to be a long video. I just want you to see the build. All right. So Eagle Bear and the AKM, and I'll explain why in a moment. I'll start with the armor. 325, more than enough to keep me up. 84K is nice. I like to think about Weasel and Buddy, the cap's around 75. So I'm more than high enough to make it through there without a problem. Plus the hazard protection mitigates it. And the skill power is decent, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's 1. So it's an 8-11 1 build. I've seen people with 9-11 zeros, 10-11 zeros. I like to add more kind of spice to parts of my build, so you'll get an idea here. We'll start with the mask. The mask is a Fenris. I'm running concussion. I think I've picked up a perfect concussion, so I could probably slip that in there. You'll see that in my next build video. But as you can see, 29% hazard pro, 48% damage to elites. Not even my highest. It's just enough to get me by. Concussion. Now I love this because I really do try to hit headshots. 15% headshot damage for 2 seconds, and if you just can lay 2 or 3 headshot right into them, you'll rip through them real quick. So that's one piece Fenris. Second piece Fenris is the knee pads. The knee pads, I could roll more armor on there. I picked up a couple, like 12, whatever. I think that's the highest I've seen because my RNG is so bad, but no need to. Um, Classic Fenris knee pads with the hard hitting and the patience on them. Patience is always nice, especially if you're looking for like a safe, easy to kind of survive build. Other than that, the 2-piece gives you 10% protection from elites, so therefore you're even more protected going into Razorback, all those guys shooting at you. So this is like my super support pickup build when we're doing heavy carries. Kind of gives you an idea of that. So I'm running 3-piece Gilla just for the mods, really. It just gives you so many mods. That's why I've seen people that run builds with 5-piece Gilla, but it's overkill. I like to have a little spice in there, like I said. So start with the chest. That's a really important piece. Having the armadillo vest is the one to go with because it has the 2 blues and the reds. So you can pretty much get rid of 4 blues in one piece, and then if you want to, work on damage on one of the rest of them. As you can see, I rolled like 14.5. I have higher, but I didn't want to waste it on this. So it's this is just a good, solid, easy build. It gives you some base armor, some base health, and then you can build percentages off of that. But I find more often that base health instead of percentages, even though it sounds better, isn't always better. So the holster has 13.5% health, as you can see, with 12.5% crit hit chance. I'm trying to hit those headshots, so that's where I rolled that on. And then you stack in those AR mods. That's what 6 and a 6. So I didn't put my best ones in here, but kind of gives you an idea. You want to stack all that AR damage mod in there. We'll slide up to the backpack because it has the mods. 18.5 more armor, 3,000 health. See, this is like a really shitty backpack, but it just happens to have what I need. Didn't want to put too much into it, but you could see how if you actually got a good backpack, how high you could get some of your armor rolls and your health. So you'd be basically unstoppable. On the ropes isn't lit up. It's been that way since the raid came out. Harden gives you that extra armor. And then the utility mod stats, obviously, chem, skill power, wanted as much as possible. And, I'm getting armor and more protection from elites and 3% total armor. So not my best mods, but definitely enough to get me by. So going back up to the guns, what I really want to run is the Eagle Bearer. I don't know what happened, but I messed up a glove or deleted it or something, and I was hitting at 28. So I think that's with the motherly love. But at 28, you're doing more than enough damage, and with all this tenacity, with working with concussion, you can hit headshots. Those two are great. And then the fallback is always the Ranger. I use this so I can help people on other corners. And this thing hits at 29, so it rips. But yeah, I mean, if you're 45 meters away, you've got an extra math weapon damage. And you know, I like to have rooted. It's really great. Gives you the heal, so I switched to my secondary, drop a heal. It really pumps it up. And then, of course, in rhythm, you got to have on the pistol. Terminate's really cool too. If you can really play the build, you get someone low, pull out the gun, stop them, and then switch to your eagle, and the thing's hitting at like 40. It's just crazy. So, Revive Hive, Chem Heals, you put the mods in there that you think will pull out the best. Mostly, you know, as much heal and skill haste there. But that is my raid build. It's simple, it's easy, and you could probably farm for it and get it in a day. Uh, Once again, happy to help, and I hope this helps you kick Razorback's ass. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.